With this homework problem, it's saying a polling company reported that 57% of 1,018 surveyed adults said that cellular phones are quite annoying. Complete parts A through D below. For the first part, it's saying what is the exact value that is 57% of 1,018. So what we want to do is figure out what is 57% of 1,018. Well, how do we do that? Well, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to change the percentage into a decimal. So 57% in its decimal form would be 0.57, and we're going to multiply it by 1,018. So we have 0.57 times 1,018. This will give us the exact value that is 57% of 1,018. So now we can go ahead and use a calculator and multiply this out. This gives us 580.26. So 580.26, this is 57% of 1,018. So let's go back to the homework problem and put that in. So we have 580.26. Okay. Now it's saying choose the result. Could the result from part A be the actual number of adults who said that cellular phones are quite annoying? Why or why not? Well, this is a survey based on adults. So since we're surveying adults, this has to be a whole number. Okay, so that way it either has to be 580 people that said that cellular phones are quite annoying, or 581. So let's take a look at the best answer here. So we know it's no, so let's see which one it is. So for B, it says no, the result from part A could not be the actual number of adults who said that cell phones are quite annoying because a count of people must result in a whole number. And then part D says no, the result from part A could not be the actual number of adults who said that cell phones are quite annoying because that is a very rare opinion. Well, no, that doesn't make any sense. Our answer is B, because the count has to be a whole number. So check answer. Now it's saying what could be the actual number of adults who said that cell phones are quite annoying. So the actual number of adults with this opinion could be, so let's go ahead and round this to the nearest whole number. So in our ones place we have the 0. If we take a look at the number to the right, it's a 2, which tells us that we leave that number alone. So if it's less than 5, we keep the number that we have. So we have 580. Okay. And now the next problem, it says among the 1,018 respondents, 175 said that cell phones are not annoying at all. What percentage of respondents said that cell phones are not annoying at all? Okay, so now we want to figure out what the percentage is. So we're given the number of people that said that they are not annoying, and we have a total of 1,018 respondents. So if we want to figure out what percent that is, we're going to go ahead and divide 175 by 1,018. So we have 175 divided by 1,018. Now let's see what this gives us. Go ahead and use your calculator. Okay. This gives us 0.171905. And it gives us some other decimals as well, but we're not going to need those. So this is the decimal form. Now what we're going to do is change this into a percentage. So we have to change this into a percentage. So I'm going to move the decimal to the right 2 times. So that gives me 17.1905%. And then the problem also indicated what to round to, how many decimal places. So I believe for this one, let's just double check. It says to round to 2 decimal places as needed. So let's go back. This is my second decimal place. So we look at the number to the right. Since it's a 0, which is less than 5, we keep the 9 the same. So we have 17.19%. So let's go back, enter that into our problem, and we should get the correct answer. So 17.19. 17.19%. Check answer. We got it correct.